I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
2nd and
So
10.
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Harvey into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
40 seconds to mark. 40 seconds to mark.
2nd down and goal. Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Young's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal at the 7-yard.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, You and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, Harvey. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down now, it's Gibson, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Harvey slings this deep for McLaurin, and this is going to be intercepted. Harvey snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Harvey. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Off play action. Harvey. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll try the left side. Gibson, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. The kick by Bass is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Young. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Young. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Coming right, this is Martin on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Jones. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Wide receiver.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
2nd and 5 now. Young. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Young steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 2nd down, it's Martin, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Young working out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
6-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, it's Gibson, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the gun, Harvey. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On second down now, it's Gibson working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Washington. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend. As looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. So Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Young, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers.
Complete.
A big play there.
Touchdown.
79 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the extra point.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half. But out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Operating from the gun, Harvey. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The
49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Young to throw it this time. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Young on 3rd and 2. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air once more, Young. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown,
George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Washington 17, 49ers 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wild Card bout. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So the false start will back them up 5. So that'll back them up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Now it's Martin. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Number 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, Harvey. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Back to throw. Harvey. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Ball carry. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Bass is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First down, 49ers.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the move to his left. He's going to run again. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Harvey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Granted, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Harvey slings this deep from the... And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
1st and goal.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown run. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 2nd down, Young. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Jonathan Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Young from his end zone on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
San Francisco.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Toss play, left side to Martin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. 2nd and 15. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd down.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Davion Taylor drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
At their own.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Harvey. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today. I'm trying to get him over 100 yards.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On 1st down, Gibson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that will be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. First and 10, Young. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll throw again. Young looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights